רדיו. Welcome to Making Waves, real stories, real leaders, and forces shaping global shipping. I'm Maya Rubin, and today we're diving into one of the biggest transformations in the maritime industry, sustainability. From cleaner fuels to ethical supply chains, ZIM is charging a bold course into a greener future. First up is Shlomo Moscovitch, the man behind ZIM's shift to alternative fuels and cleaner bunker strategies. From LNG milestones to regulatory readiness, he's helping steer ZIM toward a lower emissions future. And hi, Shlomo.
Hi, Maya. Nice to meet you.
Thank you, you too. And Shay Levy manages the sustainability department with emphasis on the day-to-day ESG, environmental, social, and governance activities. Hi, Shay.
Hi.
Let's get started.
Let's get.
The basics. What exactly is marine bunker and bunker fuel, and why is it so critical? We'll start with Shlomo.
Okay, thank you. Actually, bunker is referred to underground storage of coal used to store in Europe for heating.
Okay.
And somehow it came to the marine industry, and this term refers today to all grades of fuel and type of fuel used by vessel, either for the propulsion as well as for generating the power for the system, for the vessel system, as well as for the river containers. So under this grade, of course, we can find the existing fuel today, which is mainly the low sulfur fuel oil with a maximum sulfur content of 0.5%, which is in use since the implementation of IMO 2020 sulfur cap regulation. On top of this, we can also still find the high sulfur fuel oil, which is a residual fuel, which is a high viscosity fuel used by the vessel which are equipped with exhaust gas cleaning system known as a scrubber. On top of this, we can find a main grade known as a gas oil, MGO, with a maximum sulfur content of 0.1%. This grade used in the emission control area, in the special zone of the emission control area, known as the ECA, which is around the United States and the Canada coastlines, 200 nautical miles from the shore, in the North Sea, in the Baltic Sea, Chinese waters, as well as the Black Sea and the Mediterranean Sea as of May 2025. On top of these grades, of course, you can find today the new fuel, the green fuel, the sustainable fuel, LNG, methanol, bio-LNG, biofuel, hydrogen, as well as ammonia.
And LNG, did you say what it is? You want to?
Yeah, LNG, of course, it's one of the main grades used by our company, as well as by the industry, one of the future fuel. The LNG, actually, it's a liquefied natural gas, which originally comes as a gas, and liquefied by cooled down to minus 159 degrees Celsius, and to put it into the liquid condition. In this case, we can handle this, storage this, and of course, consume this LNG, this as a bunker.
So my next question, I think you kind of answered it, but let's make sure that, because it is important. So you led ZIM's pivot to LNG. So why was that the right move?
Thank you for this. Indeed, a very challenging process, still ongoing. Since the implementation of IMO 2020, following the implementation, the International Maritime Organization, IMO, set even more ambitious target, zero net carbon emission by 2050.
2050.
Yeah. So by this, ignited a large discussion in the marine industry, how we must move, about the strategy and the way we must move in order to comply with this regulation.
Okay.
Maya, you must probably recall the famous line from the Western movie, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, starring Clint Eastwood.
If you want to shoot, shoot, don't talk
When
about
you
it.
have to shoot, when you have to shoot, shoot, don't talk. And this is exactly, Maya, exactly what our company have decided to do. Moving forward, start acting to reduce the emissions at a very, very early stage.
Right.
Stepped into the LNG.
So, what are the benefits of LNG compared to other alternate fuels?
First of all, we now running 28 LNG propelled vessels. After hundreds of swift and successful supply operations. Hundreds of thousands of metric tons already consumed by our vessels. So we are firm with our position that the LNG is the best available fuel this time for the in the short term, is the best optional fuel when you come into the reduction of the emissions. Whilst, of course, we are searching for the better fuel in the future.
Right.
But as you ask, what is the benefit of the LNG? After such a good experience, we have a large experience. We, of course, first of all, the availability. It's better. It's better availability, wide range availability, comparing to other green fuel, comparing to methanol, to biofuel, bio-LNG, etc.
Okay.
But the LNG is really shining when we are talking about emission reduction. 20 to 25% reduction of carbon comparing to VLSFO.
Wow, it's crucial.
Eliminate any emission of sulfur. There is no sulfur emissions. Nitrogen emission, eliminate by 95% comparing to VLSFO. No sludge issue, like we have with the VLSFO, which is a big headache. But on top of this, excellent in energy efficiency and excellent calorific value. 20% better than the VLSFO, and listen carefully, 135% better than the methanol, which considered by other companies as alternative to LNG.
Right.
Meaning, just to understand it, a vessel that's running, for example, from China to United States and back, 50,000 TEUs container vessel, we need 5,000 metric ton of VLSFO. This vessel, under same condition, we need only 4,100 metric ton of LNG.
Wow, that's a big difference.
Without saying that same vessel, if somebody will decide to run it all methanol, we need more than 10,000 metric ton of methanol. So good luck to this guy who will choose methanol as a fuel for the large scale. Yes, indeed.
How is climate change already changing the way ZIM operates?
Wow, this is a great one. You know, before I came in, I look at my smartphone and I can see in real time our position of the vessels, as well as the storms and the whatever and the weather. And as we speak, storm in the middle of the Indian Ocean. We see how our vessels navigate as north as to the Bay of Bengal, as well as taking the course western to Mozambique. And this, of course, meaning extra consumption of a bunker. Later on, vessel speeding up to recover the schedule, meaning additional extra bunker. So extra bunkers, extra emissions, extra cost. But the weather also not only affecting the routes of the vessel, affecting all the chain of supply of the marine bunker.
Of course.
From the upper stream, affecting, for example, the drilling ring in the Gulf of Mexico, frequently storm. We can see it on dry, like in what happened in Panama, low water level, in Europe rivers, the Rhine, the water level, enabling the tankers, either with the crude products and with the refinery products, to go up and down, also affecting the bunkering operation. We can see it more frequently in the port, dense fog, more winds. So it pushes us to stop the bunkering at the playing port, move the bunkering from time to time to alternative location, of course, delays to the vessels, of course, purchasing bunker in higher cost.
Yeah. I'm not sure, you kind of touched it, but if you want to add something to how the sustainability features are built into SIM's vessels.
I can, first of all, our new vessel, state-of-the-art vessel, of course, we are running the youngest fleet among the industry, enjoy bright and shine vessels, extremely efficiency, almost without fuel, but running without fuel. But on top of this, our new vessels, part of our LNG vessels, especially our 50,000 TEUs vessel, are equipped with high-pressure engines. Comparing to, for example, other companies with same vessel built at the same shipyard decided to equip the vessel with low-pressure engine. The high-pressure engine, indeed, the cost is higher, the maintenance cost is higher, but provide more power, the output, excellent output comparing to the low sulfur fuel oil engines, as well as no methane slip, which is an issue with when you are using an LNG vessel. No methane slip, or almost eliminated the methane slip in the high pressure engine. But of course, we are dealing with a large fleet of old ladies, which need a lot of projects, a lot of innovations in order to reduce the cost. Slow down the speed, the steaming, go to slows down speed mode, in which involve a few features like cutting the turbocharger, like we are going now, special paints like silicone paint. We are going to have like a periodical underwater cleaning of the hull, propeller polishing, as well as some project like latest project, which cut out the bulbous bow and make a new shape of the bow, assist us with additional consumption, as well as replacing the propeller with a new design just done by our engineers in China. And this vessel, which now finished the first voyage, we see extraordinary improvement of the performances.
Wow.
Basically, I'll add, when we built our roadmap to net zero, of course, we took in consideration fuels, which are important, but we understood that in the short or medium term, fuels alone will not do the trick. And yes, as Shlomo mentioned, a lot of work is done on retrofitting and new vessel building, which is, of course, propeller and bulbous and paints, and as well as efficiency measures, technological, on-time technology and weather routing, etc. So we have seen a very significant reduction in emissions on the newer vessels or on the refitted vessels. And this year we counted 35% less emissions than our base year, which is 2021. And that's basically as well LNG, but a lot because our vessels are new, efficient, and renewed, and that shows a lot of decreasement.
That's incredible. Do international regulations help drive innovation or hold it back? You can both.
For sure, for sure. I think that the international regulation pushing the shipping industry for innovation, for proactive, for new ideas, like what happened with the transfer of the fuel, IMO 2020, when in very, very short time we move into the low sulfur fuel oil, adopting the low sulfur fuel oil solution. We can see it today with, of course, the LNG, can see it with the biofuels and the additional fuels, like the biofuels and the bioenergy, which, frankly speaking, we are already there. I think that in very, very short time, we will start lifting. I can share with you, and we're going to start with lifting and consuming this fuel. Of course, our new vessel, our biggest vessel, our energy vessels are ammonia ready, meaning that we are already can, in a long term, can adopt this vessel for the net zero carbon fuels. So by this, we are pushing, as I mentioned, a lot of ideas. It's not only, I think, a matter of comply with regulations. It's not only a matter of comply the law. We are behind this position. We already understand. I think the shipping companies well get it that the sustainability, the better future is the name of the new game.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Part of our strategy is always be in front of regulation. So we're always trying to look 3 steps ahead because sustainability and ESG is very fast changing. What you did a year ago is not good for the next year, and we're always looking for how to be better. We cross our customers' demand with the stakeholders' demand, industry benchmarking, always looking for good solutions and always looking to be ahead of a regulation. For example, the 2 latest regulations, which are CII and Fuel EU and EU ETS, we have managed our fleets to be always in line with the regulations, under regulations, because we have the ability, we have the new vessels, we have the LNG vessels, so we can, for the next years, we can always be on top of that regulation.
I like that. Always be 3 steps ahead of regulation. If you had to leave one message about green shipping, what would it be for both of you?
One message. Wow.
One message.
This is a big challenge by one message. I believe that the future is no more the size of the vessels, no more the speed of the vessel, but the future is sustainability. The future is the building today the right course of sustainability for better future tomorrow.
I will say,
Nice. Amen.
2 things that I always like. Collaboration. I think reaching next level fuels and decarbonized supply chain could only be done with collaborating with customers, with suppliers, with stakeholders, and innovation. Any idea is a good idea. At ZIM, we have our VC, our venture capital, and we're looking always at new ideas, new technologies to assist that pathway. You'll never reach net zero or zero without carbon offsetting or carbon capture and without 100% efficiency. So listen to everything and cooperate with everyone. And I think together, that's the togetherness, which is one of ZIM's 5 pillars, is a good slogan for that.
Good strategy, absolutely. Yeah. Amen to that too.
If I can
of course.
From the personal perspective.
Yes, of course.
I'm more than proud that our company, sustainability, is part of the values, but not only talking about these values. We are doing in the front of we are in the front, we are pioneering, and of course, I'm very proud to be part of this process as well.
Yeah.
It comes from up to bottom, from the CEO, from the president, the COO, David as well. They know the importance of it. it's not just for the customers, it's not just for the investors, it's something that we have to do. All the ESG aspects, it's our responsibility. And when you have that tailwind, you can go and do astonishing things.
You know, it's a good example how you can eat two birds by one stone. Because when you invest in sustainability, you enjoy cost reduction by the cost of the bunkering.
Yeah, of course.
So it's amazing.
It is. It is. Is it like how green energy works sometimes today? Maybe it's a little bit more expensive in the beginning, but then you see the benefit and the ROI returns really quickly?
Actually, the return of this investigation is very quickly.
It's very quickly.
Very quickly, without saying that when you're purchasing LNG, it's from time to time, it's a better price than comparing the VLSFO. So we enjoy it from day one, the cost reduction.
So collaboration, togetherness is a big part of it, and innovation, of course. With Zim Ventures, we work together looking for decarbonization solutions. If it's technology, if it's carbon capture, we're always very vigilant and very aware. And things happen fast. We invested now in Carbon Blue, which is a carbon capture technology. Very interesting, very innovative, it's going to be, I think, a big thing. And we're very proud of the cooperation we get from other stakeholders or other functions in the company.
Shay, how ESG lives inside your day-to-day?
ESG is all my day-to-day.
It's all your day-to-day.
Yeah. Well, basically, we have two hats. First hat is the managing the Zim day-to-day ESG, which is customer questionnaires, which is audits, which is we have a lot of regulations and reporting. If it's our yearly ESG report, if it's EcoVadis, CDP, etc., external reporting. And this is the first pillar, the day-to-day projects as well. We do a lot of projects. We manage a chain of ESG trustees worldwide, because I think ESG is not ours to manage. It's the cross function. So we have to spread it out. And if it's, for example, Shlomo does an amazing job, and in his area, in his function, which is bunkering, but we have ship management, which as well know the job, and HR, legal, and of course, in each country there is a ESG trustee. He is our face over there, and he tells us and updates us on trends, regulations, even technologies, things that may be of interest. So this is how we implement it across the company. And this is the one hat. The second hat is strategy. We assist management with identifying the next trends and where the ESG wind is blowing. So we'll always be ready, as I said, we'll always be above your regulation, we'll always be ready for the new challenges, and never be surprised by something.
Nice. Sounds promising.
Yeah.
Zim uses climate risk mapping. How is that shaping operational decisions?
Well, climate risk mapping is interesting because we have started this 2 years ago, mapping it. We inserted the climate risks into the company's general risks. It was a nice process, important one, because when we started it, everybody said, "Nah, there's no real impact. There's no real climate change impact." And then we started talking to the captains and to the stake owners, and we said, well, are you sure? 20 years ago, was it the same sailing across the Pacific? And then, no, but there's more storms and it's more, you don't know when it'll come, and there's some icebergs coming. And then you found that it's everywhere. It's happening if it's the Panama Canal that Shlomo talked about, and if it's weather changes or storms. And of course, I think the nice thing about it is that our can-do approach and agility assists us in making like fast changes, logistical, out-of-the-hat logistical improvements, and it's nice to see, but we don't count on out-of-the-hat. We look forward for 5 years, 15 years, 30 years, and I think we mapped it in a very good way, and we know what's coming. Hopefully, the worst won't come, and we'll...
Well, anyways, you'll be ready, so it's
We'll
fine.
be ready, sure.
Bring it on. ESG is more than E. How is Zim making social and governance impact?
Well, there's a lot of things we do. Understanding the S and the G together. Impact is a very important word. You have to take care of your environment. You have to take care of the place you do business with, of the communities that you serve. Mm-hmm. And, of course, we do it with our dedicated HR departments, if it's diversity, inclusion, if it's, fair wages, training, taking care of each employee. We do it with a lot of success, and the result shows we're always very high on all external rankings when it comes to all ESG, but as well the environmental. Mm-hmm. And, of course, impact, environmental impact, and social impact that we do together with NGOs like EcoOcean, local NGOs in all turns of life. If it's taking care of the community, biodiversity, mm-hmm. Ocean biodiversity, which is very important as well. This is something that we don't talk about a lot, but we do it. If it's ballast water systems, mm-hmm. and if it's, working together with NGOs that train, that do research, and it's always nice to lend a hand to these NGOs. In the governance area, we work hand in hand with legal. Mm-hmm. We take care of, seeing that all aspects are up to date, that we are managing our governance in the correct manner. And supply chain is part of the governance. I think we'll talk about it maybe later, but we are, yeah.
Okay. Well, that's a big subject. You can write a blog post about it. How does Zim ensure supplier accountability?
Well, that's a good question. Basically, I always say that supplier management, ESG supplier or sustainability supplier management, is managing your supply chain, or because when the customer trusts you with his shipment, mm-hmm. I want him to know that all the supply chain is covered. There's no weak links. So as he takes care of as the customer wants to know that I am dealing in a very sustainable way, mm-hmm. I also want to continue it throughout the supply chain. So I will, of course, we have our supplier code of conduct. Okay. That each supplier has to sign. For every medium and big supplier, we do a questionnaire, mm-hmm. ESG questionnaire, which includes as well an ethical mm-hmm. area, and of course social governance and environmental. We do a supplier, and of course we can audit the suppliers if we wish, based on these feedbacks. Mm-hmm. We do a supplier risk assessment. a yearly one. We take all the data that he gave us and use as well open source data, geographical data, to see what supplier is risking us. And if he's in a big risk, we'll open a discussion with them or even audit them.
Okay.
So we take care of that supply link, of that supply chain. So each link is as strong as the next one. And we're very proud of it.
Yeah, each link matters.
Yeah.
And dependent on the other one.
Yeah, and if we can, if I know that the next link is as well works as good as I do, then I know they will pass it on.
Right, in the right way. Why is ESG leadership becoming a strategic advantage for shipping companies?
Well, basically, I think ESG leadership builds resilience. The ESG leaders, their job is not only to lead and have the strategy, but also to teach and train and have all the company base know each one what is their role in the ESG. ESG leadership is looking for next regulations, for next technologies, for next adaptations. Fuels is a market which apparently will have to change in the next 15 to 20 years because what we have today is not enough. So a brave leadership, and that's not only us or the ESG department, but it goes up to the president, COO, and to the board. Brave decisions will have to be made. Like LNG, which was 4 years ago was a big question mark.
Yeah.
And even while we did the risks, we had a risk that it will be a problem to bunker LNG, and a year later, it was not a risk anymore. So it takes a very brave leadership.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the pillars of the company, the agility.
Yeah.
And braveness is the thing we have.
For sure.
Yeah. How can we monitor ZIM's ESG and green activities? Where can we find it? Where can we read about it?
Well, basically, it's open to everybody. We're, of course, at zim.com. We have a sustainability page. We're at X, formerly Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. And you can see in zim.com, you can see our sustainability, our ESG report from 2018, and see our progress. Very nice site. You can go in and enjoy. And of course, follow us on all the platforms.
Definitely. Sustainability. Shlomo, Shay, thank you for showing us what it really means to build a sustainable future at sea. From clean fuels to corporate ethics, you've shown that responsibility and innovation go hand in hand. You've been listening to Making Waves, real stories, real leaders, and the forces shaping global shipping. If you enjoyed this episode, follow, rate, and share the podcast. It helps us reach more listeners and keep these stories coming. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.